My next question is around now the child development. So the child has to go to school, yes, but there are other things I believe parents should do in the house, or parents should cover as well, apart from just learning maths and science in the school. What sorts of things or responsibilities can parents give to their children to help them develop? I'll still come back to another thing that is around it, which is digital technology and child development. We'll still come back to that. But in the house, in your interactions, in things we do as parents, what can we what tasks or responsibilities can we give to our children to help them actually develop?
I'll come from the angle of making them understanding what the priorities are. So, for example, I try to explain to our children that I have 4 categories that I don't put it as categories. I put it in there. That's another thing. I'm saying it for the purpose of the platform. I'm not going to say 4 categories. I'll tell them 4 things that in order what are important to them. So when they push comes to the shove, your spiritual life is the most important thing. The emotional state is the second most important. Then I say, of course, the academics is next, and the last one is financial. I said it's slightly different for adults, and the reason why I say that is, so that when they can understand what is really important, what is the most important, whilst they also see what is really important to you as parents by proxy, not even by what you say to them. They can learn from that, what you do, how you do it. They see what's important. If you have a diligent work ethic, they follow that, and they take that into school. They take that into, if you emphasize on very good standard of education or a level of challenging them, they know, and you explain the reason why you are doing that, they take that on board. Obviously, linking that to what you ask and try to explain as well. You also make them morally, you give them it was, sometimes, and I think this is generic, this is outside of, you tend to put a lot of effort in your first child than sometimes your second. I think that. So the second one, I remember when you started to tell her that you need to do the dishes. One day she was doing the dishes. I said, when I grow up, I'm going to have a dishwasher. I'm definitely going to have a dishwasher. I said, it's not about doing the dishes. It's about learning to be able to fend for yourself, willing to take responsibility for other. I said, that you make the jokes that when I used to do dishes this big, and he said, no, I'm definitely going to get a dishwasher. But so you try to give them responsibility as they grow as well. And you want to add to that?
Yes, giving them responsibility can be as early as when they are 2. I remember when our second child was 2, she could talk. She was from age 1. She had a mouth like that. She could talk, so she was ready for anything. Right, we started sending her, go and get your shoes, put your shoes on, get your socks, Why are we saying responsibility? We want to try and raise children that are courageous. When they go out of home, wherever they find themselves, they are courageous to take on things. They are strong at heart. They are responsible. Trust me, we are not professionals in this. We are still going through. Children can sometimes be lazy, honestly, but you just keep encouraging them. Get your socks, get your sisters this, get your brothers this, get the dustpan and brush, get them to sweep. Responsibility. When they get older to like a teenage year, 14-year-olds, get them involved around the house, around decision making. get them to go to the shops, support them. If they are afraid of going on the street, train them, teach them. So there are so many things that actually schools don't raise children. We raise children. They go to school to support. Good children from good homes make good school.
Agreed.
Good children from good homes make good school. Everyone is looking for good school, good schools. If we all do our bit at home, we will make good schools. So we want to raise children that are courageous, that are responsible, that are independent, that are active. They are strong at heart. So that's where my husband is coming from. And it's never too early for a 2-year-old to get the dustpan and brush and pack up the pile. Let them do it. Let them carry on doing it. They will get it wrong, like our daughter. She's still mourning after many years. I said, no dishwasher. One day you will come to a stage whereby you will go to a place, there's no dishwasher. Would you not wash plates? Would you not wash your stuff? So we want to we were raised that way. It was hard. But what we're trying to be, it's not that we want our children to suffer, but when rubber meets the ground, we want to raise children that are courageous, that are strong, that are responsible, even going in the society.